I wanted to talk about how to handle the Mount Shasta energy. The Mount Shasta energy can be pretty intense. People who come to the mountain, particularly on spiritual retreat, may find that they feel somewhat overwhelmed by the amount of energy that comes out of this mountain. This is a huge 14 plus thousand foot peak, and it's been known since indigenous times when there were just native people here that the Mount Shasta itself was a spiritual vortex of energy that is pumping out a high frequency. And some people find it hard to deal with that. So I wanted to talk about several techniques. I have 7 listed about how you can handle the Mount Shasta energy. So we'll jump right in. The first one is to flow instead of resist. If you just go with it, go with what you're feeling instead of kind of avoid it or, resist it, it's going to work much better. You need to be in the flow. The Mount Shasta energy, by definition, is a flow of energy that's coming out of this mountain. So you don't want to resist it. You want to just like let it come and go with it and just be yourself. Don't try to, what's happening. I'm just feeling out of sorts. Just go with the energy. That's going to help. Another one I have is tune in instead of tune out. Some people know how to tune in. They know how to like tune into your intuition, tune into your center, be grounded. This is really important because some people kind of tune out, they check out, they can disassociate, they can kind of leave their body, not be fully grounded. And this is going to make it harder to deal with the Mount Shasta energy. So if you can tune into the energy and feel it deeply, that's going to help a lot. So the next one is breathe and feel instead of lock up. This is kind of related to the last one, but by using the breath, by releasing, exhaling, inhaling deeply, this can help release the energy that's hitting your body from the mountain. And this can help make it easier. If you lock up and resist, it's going to be harder to deal with that energy. So let it flow, let it come into you. Breathe, use your breath, deep inhales, deep exhales to release the energy that's hitting your body from this massive energy vortex called Mount Shasta. So another one I have is surrender instead of fight. This goes along with sort of the resistance thing. Surrendering is like letting go. Surrendering is just, I can't do anything about this mountain just hitting me with this massive energy. I'm just going to surrender to it. I'm just going to allow what's happening. And this is really hard for people in our Western world. We're so taught to kind of be in control and being in charge. And, one of the spiritual principles is surrender. The more that you can surrender and let go to what's happening, the easier and more fluid it's going to be for you to allow what's happening and to just go with it. And it's going to be a better experience. You're not going to be in resistance and having this kind of friction happening between you and the energy that's coming from the mountain. So another one that I have is accept instead of deny. So, a lot of people, if something's happening they don't like, they might say, I don't want this to be happening, or this can't be happening, or just leave. Okay. And acceptance is going to make it much easier. If you just say, this is happening, as long as I'm in this mountain, it's going to be happening. As long as I'm around this mountain, I'm going to be feeling this. So I'm just going to accept it. This is another spiritual principle, the principle of acceptance, and just allowing what's happening instead of going into denial. Okay. And another one that I have is meditate instead of be frenetic, instead of allowing the energy to like irritate you and make you be sort of, like frenetic with your energy and like, going around, just sit down, just meditate. Just breathe, just be within yourself, okay? And this is going to make it easier to handle the Mount Shasta energy. And the last one I have is intentionalize instead of distract. So intentionalize is like, make this an intentional process. Like, I am in this energy, I'm going to feel it, I'm going to focus on this energy, and I'm going to just see what's happening within my body, feel it in your body, feel grounded in yourself instead of distracting yourself with activity and going places and going to all the sacred sites. There's so many amazing sacred sites around Mount Shasta that I recommend you go to. But if you're feeling hit by this energy from the mountain, it may be better for you just to sit and meditate and intentionally try to integrate this energy within your being instead of resisting it, instead of distracting yourself with so many things. There's a lot of activities, there's ecstatic dance, there may be cacao ceremony, there may be sound healings, there's crystal shops to go to. There's so many things to do in Mount Shasta, but don't just distract yourself if you're having a hard time with the energy. Just sit and breathe and intentionalize that you are going to integrate this energy within your being. It's going to uplift your frequency. It's going to make you more in tune with yourself if you allow it. And it's going to help your spiritual journey on your path. So I give you the best intention for your visit to Mount Shasta when you come here. And I hope that it'll be an amazing, incredible experience for you. And I send you my best wishes.